If I go down to see him, I will get to see his blazing eyes.
Will you like to travel in a train at midnight?
Of course, yes, isn't it?
But now you have a twist. You will be alone in the whole train. Moreover, you are feeling something or someone is around you, but you can't see that. Hey, did you become scared? Okay, let's dive into the story.
The title of the story is The Companion of the Dark Knight. The writer is Mr. Narayan Gangopadhyay. So listeners, are you ready? Let's start. My civil companion found his familiar one in another train, and as he got that news, he went away with his heavy luggages hurriedly. His familiar person say that their one berth is going empty. Before leaving me, he said, "It will also be very good for you, gentlemen. Now you were alone here, and it will be going like the emperor, isn't it?" Okay, bye. Have a nice journey. In our conversation, the use of words that I saw of him, I was totally compelled to think him as an author. I was very much uncomfortable with that companion. Either literature or a writer. I'm very much afraid of them. I work in statistics and I'm very happy with that. I will never be ashamed to confess this, that when you compare both literature and statistics, I feel literature to be absolutely tasteless. Therefore, I was feeling very comfortable as he left the train.
Then, extending my hands and feet, I couched on my berth and fired a cigarette.
But as the train left the station of Howrah, I was getting an absurd thought in my mind. I was thinking that I'm alone, not only in the compartment, but in the whole train. Just like I'm in a horror story. Where am I going? Where even the train is going? Nobody knows. Within a few minutes, I got up.
Switch on the light also. But as the keen light fell on my eyes, those uncomfortable thoughts flew away. I smiled a little. To accompany a writer is not at all the worst.
The transitional effect is occurring in me. I thought if he would be really with me here, what would happen then? Oof, absolutely awkward thoughts. Drinking a glass of water and keeping the light on, I lie down on the bed. But the problem is, if I keep the light on, I can't sleep. Being very much bothered, I was only tossing. On the other hand, I don't have the courage to switch off the light also. In case those random and unnatural thoughts come again, I constricted my eyelids as much as I could and waiting for sleep.
But it was only for a few minutes.
Then suddenly I got another thought coming. Is the train running very fast, in an exceptional speed?
My mind started reminding all those incidents of rail accidents, one by one. As much as I knew, every single incidents were coming in my mind. In great darkness, the blind train is crossing everything, villages, pools, bridges, towns, fields, everything. It seemed like the lonely train journey is depending only on my destiny. I don't have any control over anything. Who knows, somewhere a faceplate is loose. Who knows, there is a crack in the pillar of a bridge. In a moment the train can fly up the line and then... Then again, I got very much bothered by that kind of thought.
Oof, absolutely marvelous, absurd. Oof, Why is this kind of things happening to me? Absolutely meaningless. In every moment in the whole world, many trains are running. How many accidents do they have? Moreover, I have most of the panic of accidents. Don't the rail company have? Don't they have any fear of accidents who are controlling the train? They have the obligation of 300 lives. They do have these thoughts more than me.
I got up and went to the toilet. I threw water on my eyes. It's not for the first time that I'm traveling in a train alone, but who knew before that these kind of childish thoughts will disturb me?
I'm sure that it's only because of excessive heat in my gut. I pushed the regulators of both the fans and lie down on the bed. Then, again, that kind of absurd fear came into my mind. It was seeming something is must going to happen. Probably tonight or tomorrow, or in this train or another. I'm quite certain that something is happening. Then I felt like I'm not alone in this train. Someone or something is must going with me. He is sitting under my berth in hunch. If I go down to see him, I will get to see his blazing eyes. Am I becoming a mad? Recently I read few horror books. Is this the effect of those? Then literally I started to fight against my mind to banish these kind of absurd thoughts. Then I put few complex problems of statistics and I was trying to solve those. Then probably after 1 hour, my eyes were feeling very sleepy. I became very relaxed by thinking that these thoughts are no more to come. But who knew that the sleep will be more horrendous than my awake state? All those reptile thoughts became much more terrific. I started seeing dreams. Absolutely weird and ugly dream. I saw a bald hill in front of me. Anywhere of that hill, there is no tree. Even a bunch of grass is not there. There are very big stones around the hill. And only at the top of the hill, I could see the last light of the sun. And there, in that sinister crimson light, I saw a demonic vulture is sitting by folding its large wings, as it was waiting like the lion. But that's not the end. There was still much more. I saw in that demonic crimson last light, under the hungry eyes of that evil vulture, poor people are carrying a dead body. I don't know where they are going. A great tiredness is in their whole face. Then, the most surprising thing that I saw, among those 4 people, I was there. I screamed very loudly and I woke up. I was perspiring very heavily throughout my whole body. I can hear the sound of my own heart more loudly than the train. Switching on the light, I sit up. No more sleep. That's enough. I looked at my watch. It was 3 a.m. I thought I will pass off that much time by staying awake. But this time, I was repenting for not having that author friend. It would be good if I would have kept him with me. Literature would be way better than these kind of rubbish dreams. Reclining on my back, I started thinking about my statistics. But the problem was, now the sleep is dominating me. I fell asleep, and with that, the recommends of the terrific dream, the bald hill, the evil vulture, and even that dead body. I myself
and rest of the 3 people are carrying that. Howling like a mad, I get up and sit straight. And then, if I wouldn't have seen the first light of dawn, either I would stop the train by pulling the chain or would jump from the train. Getting up, I opened all the windows around it. The sun was not that much clear still, but still I could see the outside a little bit. Trees, houses are covered with the curtain of fog. A sharp and chilled air was flowing through the window. I got so much relief that I can't express in my word. Then I wish to say, like a British poet, Hail, hail the holy light. When I reached my destination, it was 8 a.m. In the platform step, I washed my face. It was not bad, but it was feeling like it is the path of my liberation. There was a horse carriage in the station. My uncle said that the distance of 8 miles was took across within just 1 hour. It's my maternal uncle. My uncle was bachelor and a little bit loopy, I would say. In the young age, he was like a vagabond. And later, he stayed in this village. In profession, he was a doctor of homeopathy. The village and my uncle's house were very pleasant. Hills, green trees, and a small river. In fact, I will say many urban people will wish to be there. The village was so pleasant that I'm totally unable of explaining that. Oh yes, if the author friend would be here, he would literally be able to explain that. Uncle was waiting for me to come there. Uncle's pure white hairs were glittering in the bright sunlight. But as he smiled, it was more glittering.
Did you have trouble in journey?
Trouble? I smiled a little. In that moment, my mind started reminding that horrendous dream of last night. Then I got very peace from the cold bath. Then being fresh mentally and physically. Me and my uncle started eating breakfast. While we're eating the breakfast, I shared the story of that dream. As uncle listened, he started laughing very loudly.
Probably you ate flesh last night.
Yes, I had. Probably a little bit over.
Yeah, it was nothing. Only because of that. And now you go to your room and sleep freely. You had very poor sleep last night.
After the breakfast, and above all after listening to the medical explanation of my uncle, my mind was feeling very repressed. Then I go to the bed and fall asleep very soundly.
What happened?
I go out rapidly. I saw few people are carrying the body of my uncle. I could see the sorrow and pain in their eyes. The slave of my uncle was weeping continuously. What happened? What happened? What happened? Oh my god, what happened? I threw a very hard question to them. But there was no necessity of the answer. I could imagine what happened, but I could not digest the hard truth quickly. The truth was, my uncle is no more. I didn't know it before that my uncle's heart was so weak. People said that when my uncle was climbing the hill by the horse, he fell down from the horse. They also said that he didn't die by falling from the horse. it was because of his weak heart. He died before falling from the horse.
I was standing like a stone. I didn't have even the strength of weeping.
As I reached there, I had many responsibilities.
I had to send many necessary telegrams. By arranging everything, when we go out for burying the dead body,
The day started closing. The crematory was about 3 miles away. We were walking with very tired feet.
But what is that? What is it happening with me? How did that bald hill come here? And that crimson last light of sun? And also that deadly vulture? Everything is like the dream.
An absolute emptiness is around me. I stopped walking with an inhuman fear.
It seemed like someone is pulling my legs from the earth. Then, who was that? Who was that with me in the train? Who was that to show me the bitter truth? Who was that to sit under my berth? Who was that? Was he the Orion? Did he come to me as the companion of the dark night?
I hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot for staying with us till the end.